Where did you find this place to film this?
You mean?
The location.
Oh, I thought the sex scene.
No, well, the whole movie. Where did you find the location?
We're going to only talk about the sex scene.
I'm actually going bigger than that. I'm going for the whole island,
So yeah,
beach.
the whole, all the exteriors are shot in Brittany. It was a 8-day shooting. It was the first week of shooting. And then the castle is set as, all my films are shot in the Parisian periphery, Parisian banlieue. And the castle is 50 kilometers from Paris. We've been hunting for castle, and mostly you visit places where people get married, or places where people have shot already a lot of period pieces, and there's like, you feel it's kind of fake. But we found this. There was a city hall in this very, very small town, and part of the castle was the city hall, and there was a whole part that was untouched for, I think 150 years. So basically we walked in this place and there was this blue color on the wall that was just perfect. And that's the paradox, because my previous film, there were all kind of studio. There never was a fourth wall. It was teenage girls' room, but there was a lot of intervention. And it's a period piece, but it's actually my film where there was less intervention regarding the set design.
No, what makes Celine a great actor's director?
I think it's the fact that first she created an environment. The fact that she created this environment of kindness, respect, collaboration, this horizontal gaze from the beginning to in the audition until the shooting until now, makes you capable to propose and to surprise yourself as an actor and surprise her too. And because there is a circle, a fluid, and as she says, it's all about collaboration, is about no conflict, not the actor has to fit as an object, has to fit in the vision of the direction. It's more contentment, and so, as she say, full of surprises and full of proposition. I think that's what makes her a good director.
The last scene. I'm sure you get asked this all the time.
And I never answer.
What was it like? First of all, how many times did you shoot it? And what was it like for you to film that? Was the music playing while you were filming it so you could react to it? Tell us about how you filmed that very last scene.
Well, it's kind of a secret. Now we did only 3 takes. But just 1 or 2 were sharp because we had like a big technical problem because there are very few lights, and anyway the focus is very hard to do in this scene, so I had to be very focused myself all day long, so we could when the 3 minutes are there, you have to be there. I think I prefer not to say what was happening while we were shooting this scene, just because it belongs to you.
Yeah. Why no score?
Well, it's a decision that I took very early on in the process of screenwriting, because that there would be no score, no music, which was kind of scary because it's a period piece, so usually it's like music all over, and also it's a love story, and every love story has a score in cinema or in life. But it was because of the reconstitution. I wanted to put you in the same state of mind, for you to share that frustration, that beauty is so inaccessible. Finding a book, you're going to read it 3 times. And want to hear music, you have to go to church, which explains the success of religion. I don't know if I can make that joke here, but I just did. Okay, thank you. Yeah, once more, it's a matter of being equal, sharing the experience of these characters. And also absolutely believing in the power of music in cinema, and that is that when it happens in the film, you'll definitely connect to this idea.
Yeah, it's so riveting and mesmerizing. You just totally get consumed and engrossed by the film. But what kind of an impact do you hope that this movie makes? Like, how do you hope it changes the dynamic with the way movies are made and embraced?
I hope you feel seen. I mean, the movie is all about the power of the gaze, the fact that, I mean, you look at the film, but the film is also looking at you. I hope that you feel looked at by the film. And in the end, I want you to leave the room thinking about yourself and also your love for cinema, because that's what this final scene is all about. You know, at first you are like Marianne, you think about Marianne watching Eloise, but at some point you are in a theater seat, Adele is in a theater seat, and you're not watching Eloise, you're watching Adele and Elle performing, you're watching an actress, you're watching cinema, it's cinema unveiling itself, so that suddenly there is room for you, there is room for your own love stories, for your own souvenir, remembrance. So yeah, I want you to leave the room full of this story, but also full of your story.
So since Cannes, you know, you had Cannes Film Festival and then Telluride, where we met, and then Toronto, and then the film opened a little in LA and New York. So everyone loves the film, like the masses love the film, the critics love the film. I mean, it's 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what Rotten Tomatoes is? All right. Okay. Yeah. It's a big deal here. I mean, it's a little overrated. Sorry, Rotten Tomatoes. But how proud are you that the film has been so embraced? Who wants to take first?
Well, we are proud. I mean, for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
no. But what we say, what Céline says, I think it's what matters the most. I think is that you, like as she said, that you leave the room with maybe a different perspective on your own story, or even just the time to think about this story in a different perspective. So that's what success is, you know. I think it's more about how deep it can. I mean, I don't know what, but touch you or move you. This is what success is. It's not a matter of chiffre or like chiffre. Comment on dit en fait? Figure. It's not a matter of figure. It's a matter of how deep it comes into people's heart.
how about for you?
We see so like lots in the culture. The culture is the patriarchal culture, the male gaze, and I was not even noticing it before I wrote this script, and I read this script, and I shoot this movie, and I share it. It's that this is a new experience. This is new images. It's like the first portrait that Marianne did is the portrait stuck in this male gaze. And this new portrait that she finds with this collaboration, this love story, this sorority moment in this movie, she finds a portrait that looks like more than Eloise and look like more herself as an artist, as a woman. And I think this movie is this experience of this movie and why maybe a lot of people appreciate it, because maybe it looks like more them, and that I've been missing.
You got it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a couple of requests. One is, can you please stay seated while we bolt and exit? Second request is the movie opens nationwide on February 14th. So please, right, spread the word. And ladies and gentlemen, so when you see a film like this and you love a film like this, you want to spread the word. So how do you do that, right? Social media, So go on Twitter, go on Instagram, go on Facebook. You in the back, if you're still using MySpace, totally cool. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you.